Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here with you today to share something that has truly transformed my English learning journey, and I believe it can do the same for you. Today, we're going to talk about how building effective daily habits can lead you to more confidence and fluency in English. We all know that language learning is a long road. It takes time, effort, and practice. Sometimes it can feel like you're making no progress at all, and you start to wonder if all the hard work is worth it. Well, I've been there too. But let me tell you something, building consistent habits and taking small steps every day is the key to not only improving your English, but also staying motivated throughout the journey. So if you've ever felt frustrated or stuck in your English learning process, if you've been thinking, I've been studying for so long, why am I not fluent yet? Or why does it seem like I'm not improving? Then you're in the right place. By the end of this video, I'll show you how building daily habits and following some simple, practical steps can completely change your approach to learning English. Let's dive in. Why habits matter in language learning. Most of us are creatures of habit. Think about what you do every morning after you wake up. Do you follow the same routine every day? Maybe you brush your teeth, make a cup of coffee, or check your phone. These little routines don't require much thinking, they're automatic. Why? Because habits bring us comfort. They give us structure and predictability. When it comes to language learning, we need to apply the same thinking. We need to build habits that help us practice English daily. Without a habit in place, it's easy to let language practice slip away, especially if we're feeling busy or unmotivated. Having a daily English habit helps us stay consistent, and as we all know, consistency is key to making progress. But starting a new habit is hard, isn't it? It's easy to say, I'm going to study English for 30 minutes every day. But after a few days, the motivation fades and we're back to square one. The secret to making a new habit stick is to start small, build it step by step, and make it a natural part of your routine. Let me share how I did it and how you can too. Step 1. Stack your habits. One of the most effective ways to build a new habit is to connect it with something you already do. This technique is called habit stacking. You've probably done this before without even realizing it. For example, when you stack plates or cups in a cupboard, they fit perfectly on top of one another. It's simple and efficient. The same principle applies to forming new habits. By stacking your new habit onto an existing one. You make it easier to stay consistent and stick to it. Let's think about your daily routine. Perhaps every morning, after you wake up, you brush your teeth. It's something you do without thinking, right? So why not take advantage of this time to practice your English? You could place sticky notes with new vocabulary words on your bathroom mirror. While you brush your teeth, you can read them aloud, reinforcing the words and helping you commit them to memory. This simple addition to your routine is a perfect example of habit stacking. The beauty of this method is that it doesn't require any extra time. You're already doing something that doesn't demand much focus or energy like brushing your teeth. All you need to do is pair it with your English practice. Whether it's reviewing a few words or reading a short sentence aloud, you're making progress without taking up extra time in your busy day. Habit stacking works because it uses what's already established in your daily routine. By combining your goal with something familiar, you naturally incorporate your new habit into your life. Small, consistent actions like this can make a big difference over time, helping you stay on track toward becoming more confident and fluent in English. Step 2. Start small, really small. One of the most important strategies for building a new habit is to start small, really small. It's easy to get excited and think, I'm going to study English for an hour every day. But let's be honest, that's a huge commitment and can feel overwhelming. Instead, the key is to begin with manageable, bite-sized actions that are easy to stick to. There's an expression I really like, bigger is not always better. Sure, large goals can seem impressive and motivational, but they also come with a lot of pressure. When you try to do too much, it's easy to get discouraged, and when things get tough, you might give up altogether. Starting small helps you avoid that feeling of being overwhelmed. It allows you to build momentum gradually, and each small success makes you feel motivated to continue. Let's say your goal is to read in English. Instead of committing to read an entire book, which could take weeks or even months, start by reading just 1 page a day. This feels manageable, and you'll find that once you've read 1 page, you might even want to keep going. The same goes for expanding your vocabulary. Instead of committing to memorizing 50 words at once, try learning just 5 words a day. This is a small step that you can easily fit into your daily routine. Another great thing about starting small is that you can practice while doing other tasks. For example, you could go over your 5 new vocabulary words while waiting for your coffee to brew or during your walk. By fitting language practice into moments like these, you make it part of your everyday routine without feeling like it's taking extra time or effort. When you start small, it doesn't feel like a huge task, and that's exactly what makes it sustainable. It's not about doing a lot all at once, it's about creating consistent daily habits. Each little victory, like reading a page or learning 5 words, adds up over time. And as you build these small habits, you'll find that your confidence and fluency grow with them. Step 3. Do it daily. Now we arrive at one of the most crucial steps in building an effective habit: consistency. A new habit doesn't become automatic overnight. It takes time and commitment. Studies suggest that it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days to make a new habit truly automatic. So, if you want to reach fluency in English, the secret is to practice daily. Think about this. When you brush your teeth every day, it's so automatic that you don't even have to think about it. You just do it without hesitation or pressure. Now, imagine applying that same consistency to your English practice. Even if you dedicate just 5 minutes a day to speaking, reading, or listening to English, you'll make progress over time. The key here is repetition. Daily practice helps build familiarity with the language. You start to internalize new vocabulary, grammar structures, and phrases so they become part of your long-term memory. And just like how brushing your teeth is something you do without thinking, English will start to feel the same way. You won't need to consciously search for words or stress over mistakes. With consistent practice, everything will flow more naturally. The best part? You don't have to dedicate hours to studying every day. Small, consistent actions add up over time. Just 5 minutes a day of focused practice will make a big difference in the long run. When you practice every day, you start to notice improvements even if they seem small at first. Over time, those little improvements turn into big strides toward fluency. So, commit to practicing English daily. It could be as simple as listening to a podcast, speaking out loud, reading a page from a book, or reviewing a few new words. The more consistent you are, the more automatic your progress will become, and the closer you'll get to your fluency goal. Step 4. Track your progress and celebrate. Tracking your progress is one of the most effective steps you can take when building a new habit. It might sound simple, but trust me, it's incredibly powerful. When you track your progress, you get a visual reminder of what you've achieved. It serves as a concrete reference, allowing you to look back at how far you've come, especially when you're feeling stuck or discouraged. The key to progress is acknowledging the small victories along the way. Now, let me share something personal. I'm super envious of basketball players. Why? Because their progress is crystal clear. When they shoot a basketball, the result is immediate. Either the ball goes into the hoop or it doesn't. They can measure their improvement by the number of successful shots they make. This instant feedback makes it easy to track progress and stay motivated. But with language learning, it's not always that obvious. You might feel like you're putting in all the work practicing every day but not seeing immediate results. Language learning doesn't offer the same clear, instant feedback that basketball does. However, this is exactly why tracking your progress is so important. Without it, it's easy to lose motivation or feel like you're not making any progress. One of the best ways to track progress is to use a simple habit tracker. It's a tool where you can mark each day that you practice. This could be something as simple as writing an X on a calendar or checking off a box on a chart. As you look back at the tracker, you'll see how many days you've practiced and how much effort you've put in. This visual reminder helps keep you accountable and shows you how much progress you're actually making. For example, when I started learning a new language, I kept a notebook where I recorded every new word I learned or every new grammar rule I mastered. After a few weeks, I could flip through the pages and see how much I had accumulated. This was a huge motivator. It made me realize that I was progressing, even if it didn't feel like it in the moment. Tracking gave me a sense of accomplishment and encouraged me to keep going. Don't wait until you feel like you've made huge progress. Celebrate small wins. Maybe you learned 5 new words today or practiced your speaking for just 10 minutes. Mark that on your tracker. Over time, you'll build a record of your hard work, and when you feel discouraged, you'll have concrete proof of how far you've come. So remember, track your progress, celebrate your successes, and use that momentum to keep moving forward. Step 5. Stay positive with yet and but. No matter how dedicated you are to your language learning journey, there will be days when you feel discouraged. You might think, I'm not making progress fast enough, or I'm not fluent yet. These thoughts are completely normal, but they can be incredibly demotivating if you let them take over. That's where the words yet and but come in handy. Instead of saying something like, I still don't know enough words, try saying, I don't know enough words yet, but I will if I keep practicing every day. By adding the word yet, you're reminding yourself that learning takes time and it's a journey, not an instant result. The word but serves as a powerful shift in your mindset. It takes you from a place of frustration and negativity to a place of optimism and motivation. It tells you that while you might not be where you want to be yet, you're actively working toward it. This small change in language might seem subtle, but it can have a big impact on your mindset. It helps you focus on your progress instead of getting bogged down by the gaps in your knowledge. The truth is, no one becomes fluent overnight. It's a process, and the key is to keep going one step at a time. The power of yet and but lies in their ability to shift your perspective from I'm not good enough to I'm improving every day. When you make mistakes, which you will, everyone does, instead of thinking of them as failures, remind yourself that they are opportunities to learn. Every mistake is a step forward. Every I don't know becomes I will know yet. So, when you feel discouraged, use these two words as a tool to stay positive. Replace negative thoughts with empowering ones. You're not stuck. You're just not there yet. Keep practicing, keep learning, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. Your progress is happening even if you can't always see it. Trust the process and keep going. Conclusion: you can do this. I want to leave you with one final thought. You can do this. No matter where you are in your English learning journey, whether you're just starting out or you've been practicing for a while, building effective habits will absolutely take you to the next level. It's not about perfection, it's about progress, consistency, and the willingness to keep going. Start small, remember, every step forward counts. Stay consistent, even if it's just a few minutes every day. The key is to keep showing up and putting in the work. And don't forget to track your progress. When you look back at how far you've come, you'll realize just how much you've achieved. With the right mindset, dedication, and daily practice, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. The road to fluency in English is not always easy, but it is absolutely achievable. Every word you learn, every sentence you speak, and every new habit you form brings you closer to your goal. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope this lesson inspires you to take that first step toward building your own daily English habit. And don't forget to grab your free download to get started. Let me know how it's going in the comments. I'd love to celebrate your progress with you. If you found this lesson helpful, please like and share it with your friends, family, or anyone who is looking to improve their English. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my future lessons, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Stay confident, keep practicing, and remember, one step at a time. I'll see you next time for another lesson. Keep going and watch how far you can go.